my
Bada
fish.
bing, bada boom. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Sorry that we were not here last week, Halloween week. A lot of things was popping off and crazy spooky events, all that. You know the drill. Happy to be back today. Let's jump right into it with Griffin Co. I had to think. Griffin Co. Thank you, Griffin Co., for being our longest time sponsor. You guys should check them out at griffinco.com. If you want awesome gifts that are 3D printed minis or terrain pieces or spell effects or other things, they do laser engravings. They do. I can't even tell you. The list is too long. What they do. Check them out at griffinco.com and use Fable42 to get 22% off your purchase. So, happy Christmas shopping.
And then once you check out our friends at Griffin Co., you should definitely make your next stop at Underground Oracle because they make awesome resources for both 5th edition and their own personal cipher system, which just looks badass. They had some cool horror-themed one-shots for Halloween this year. They have a really cool sci-fi system called Wild Space, so all looks really awesome. You should definitely check it out at undergroundoracle.com or Drive Through RPG. Shannon, you getting butters?
I can do that.
Thank you.
What?
Go for it. I believe Butters is
Nine Realms Creations.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? It's Nine Realms Gaming.
Yep.
Check out our friends there. They hand make all of their products from natural wood and create quality and affordable gaming accessories. You can use our promo code, it's Fabled42, to get 10% off on your next purchase, and that's Nine Realms Gaming, NineRealmsCreations.com. Check them out.
Yay, my turn. So you guys should go after you get those things. Now that we're starting to get into the holiday season, get some physical items or non-physical, because that's also available on all these sponsors' websites. But for some dice, you can definitely go to thecriticaldice.com. Check out their dice subscription, where you will get a different set of dice and different materials every month if you're interested in collecting more for your hoard. I like to do updates on what Jason posts on his Instagram, and he hadn't posted anything recently, but the last thing I remember him posting about was he was promoting these cards that it's like a build your own story with these cards. It's a whole pre made up story, like story cards, and you pull them, and apparently it helps make your story for trying to homebrew. So check that out. You can find that at thecriticaldice.com. And yeah, and whenever you're done with that, head over to our YouTube channel, which is link is below in the description of our Twitch channel. And I believe we also might have a command for it. But if we get to 1,000 subs on our YouTube, we will do a special giveaway, and we're very close to it. Also, all of our old videos have been archived. If it's been a while since music. It's been a while since you've been back. You can go check out all of our archived, as well as any other show that's been on over at the YouTube channel. Yay.
Excellent. I'll go ahead and wrap it up by saying perks. We have sub perks here. You guys know, if you want to influence the game, if you want to help your players or your DM, if you are subscribed to our Twitch, you get 1 free inspiration and 1 free luck to give out to anyone you choose. Some of you in the chat are a part of our Patreon, and of course you already know with the different levels of Patreon, you have extra luck and inspiration to give to the players. So give as you see fit. I think that's it. So let's dive into it. Last we left the team, Toddle was terrified to leave this oh-so-perfect city of Herringon. As the team tried to leave through one of the northern archways to leave this unspeakably forsaken town, everyone was able to withstand the push of the horrible sights outside of the archway, except for Tuttle. As they persevered forward, Tuttle stayed back. Couldn't even move closer than 20 feet to the arch. Avaran and Vera decided to take matters into their own hands and try to physically force Tuttle out of this city. Thinking Tuttle's pretty small, easy to manipulate. Why not? They were sadly mistaken, as the fear ran through Tuttle's body, controlling Tuttle, using everything in their arsenal against their own team, using their spells, using their interesting gadgets, infused items, and even Pauldry, his very own homunculus servant. In this fight to try to snag Tuttle and just get him the fuck out, Avaran shot a fiery blast of rage to Pauldry in the sky, who fell in a circle of fire. Avaran noticed, surprisingly, looking as a plant creature that Pauldry is, was surprised to find that its body didn't react to fire as a typical plant would, being reminded that Pauldry is not a plant, but in fact a type of construct that is just very much plant-like. Pauldry lay dying. Avaran tried to heal Pauldry, so did Vera, tried to use powers that would normally bring anyone else back, but for Pauldry, didn't quite make it, as Pauldry doesn't have the same anatomy as the rest of the team. Tuttle invisibly ran into the nearest alleyway, catching their breath, letting the fear die down for them to regain themselves, and realized what he had done to his friends, his homunculus, and this horrible situation that they're in. The team brought Pauldry into the alleyway, back to Tuttle, so that Tuttle could use his alchemist's supplies to specially tend to this homunculus, saving it before it could breathe its last artificial breath. And now here we are in this dark alley with Tuttle and Avaran, Vera close by, as they decided to duck into the nearest bush and tree foliage to try to stealthily get Tuttle through the gate if they were to come close to the archway again. So here we are, Tuttle, Avaran. It's on you.
Tuttle, I just want to apologize once again for hurting your plant friend there. I was overtaken by anger, and it was because it was attacking us, trying to keep us from getting you out of town. But I shouldn't have let it get the better of me.
No, that's okay. I think I know how to heal it. Maybe we'll see what happens. He's gonna kind of pet it or just do one of these motions and see if it's at all responsive at all to touch.
To your touch specifically,
Mhm.
Toddle, it reacts and it pulls back from any impending doom that was once set upon it. And Palsry is awake, alive, and has been healed by your special artificer tools.
Nice. Yeah, don't worry. It'll be fine. This thing, it's somehow managed to make it through with me the whole time. So, in everything we've been through. So, I've never had a pet before, but this creature certainly has found a way to stick around.
Oh, well, it does me good to see that it's doing better.
Oh, yeah. Just keep tapping
Now,
it. And...
the question is, how do we get you out of this town? Doesn't seem like you were too keen to leave.
Didn't really even feel like myself. All I know is that it's basically impossible for me to leave. Maybe we have to destroy something. Maybe I don't know, have to break it. So maybe we have to unconsciously drag me through. I could take a sleeping potion. I have a feeling it's not going to be that easy, though.
Toddle, why don't you... Well, you know what? First, Averin, continue. I'm sorry.
Well, I have an idea there. Let me ask first, do you trust me?
Yeah, I don't really have anything to lose.
Yeah.
All right. So, I happen to have this rope here.
Ah,
And I think in the most immediate solution to the problem is if I tie you up and just run out of town with you as fast as I can. And then immediately untie you once we're past the gate.
I mean, we can try it. I don't know if it'll work, but he's kind of like laughing and just like.
As Averin begins to prep the rope, why don't you both give me either a wisdom check or an intelligence check, your choice.
Ooh. Let's take a look.
Fake intelligence. Ugh. I got a 9.
Okay,
Yeah,
Averin.
I'll go intelligence. Ooh, natural 20.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
It's funny
First
that
roll.
it's funny that Averin would know this after that. But so Averin, as you're getting your rope ready, you're getting it out, you're kind of getting out some of the knots, you're about to make the ring. It kind of dawns on you that someone's waiting for you. A while ago, when you were in Miss Muffin's inn, you know that Vera slipped a note into her back pocket. If you need help, come and find me. Before these shenanigans took place, you did see Miss Muffin running through the crowd, yelling out for Vera. Has anyone seen Vera? Where's Vera? And she seemed more nervous than she had before.
Yeah, as Avaran, I don't really know how to think about that because is she nervous because we got away and this, entity that is, overseeing the town is upset about that? Or is she genuinely looking for our help? That is the question.
Why don't you make me an insight check?
I will do that. Let's see. I'm not very insightful, so I could have really used that nat 20 on this roll. Because I rolled a 4.
Well, if I remember correctly, you do have a DM D20 inspiration from me.
Ah, that's true. I do. Funny how you're looking to get me to use that pretty early.
I'm just trying to help you out.
All right. Well, hey, we'll go for it. Oh my god. Another 4 for, I guess, a total of 8.
Oh,
Well, I was
just
looking
for
for
consistency.
well, I was looking for a 5, so thank God it was an 8.
Hey, there we go.
You. It's funny to say, but you have sometimes a knack for people's energy, knowing certain things within them that others wouldn't. It's just kind of a new spiritual thing you have that peeks its head out every now and then. And you feel like her worry was genuine and not malicious. She was holding that note close to her heart. You saw the paper.
Okay.
And you and Vera did like leave notches in the buildings, like when you were running away from the crowd at the time. You did leave notches, so you and Vera both felt that it was okay to at least leave something behind for her specifically.
I forgot about the notches. Good call. So as I go to like start tying up Toddle, I just kind of realize like, wait a minute, we can't do this yet. Vera said that he was going to help Miss Muffins, and she was looking for us in the alleyway there. I think we should maybe go out and see if she needs our help.
Okay. Starts like trying to get the ropes off. Is like already.
Well, I haven't even put them on you yet. It was like right as I was about to start tying you up, I realized it. I'm gonna go to the mouth of the alley that we're in and just kind of peek around the corner to see how close she is.
Who is
Miss Muffins?
You peek around the corner, but you realize you guys ran pretty far to get out of town / to this arch, because it is kind of separated from the main town's fair. So you would have to go back into town, because right now you're on the outskirts. You'll have to go back into town to look for her, probably at her inn. Or you could even ask around to see where she's been.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but on the last session that we did, the nightmare session, wasn't she walking through the crowd looking for us?
She was, but at the same time, that was kind of a while ago. You guys had your own situation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that you saw that maybe. I'm gonna give like a 15 minutes ago.
Okay. Enough time for her to go back. No problem.
Okay. Is Vera still with us?
I was just about to ask if we see Vera anywhere nearby.
Yeah.
Why don't you make a perception? Well, so who is looking for Vera? Okay.
Both.
So, Toddle, as you go to look around the corner, you get a glimpse of the arch, and your back hits the wall once again. Seeing the arch brings you back to fright. So, sadly, if you're going to go anywhere by your own choice, it's going to be away from the arch. You don't even want to see it.
Okay.
Avaran, you can go ahead and give me a perception check.
17 total.
Nice.
17 total. As you're looking around, you're looking in the dirt. You see, footprints of the scuffle that you all had, and you're trying to trace them. And you see footprints in a direction going to a thick brush. And I do not remember if Vera told you that they were going to stealth to try to surprise Hala again. But you see the footprints, you follow them, you move the bushes, and you look around the tree. You don't see anything.
Okay.
I don't know where Vera went.
Hmm.
Perhaps when I came into this alley with you, he heard Miss Muffins and followed her back to her inn.
Okay. Well, I definitely got the town all riled up. Should we pretend we don't know what that was and just walk out and pretend it wasn't us? I feel like we're gonna get blamed anyway, but
Well, we are the outsiders here.
feel like it's kind of like walking into it, but we also could sneak and not have to face the crowd and just try to look for people. Try to look for Vera. We could. I can't go anywhere near that arch. Um,
Well, we'll come to that when we have to. I feel like right now, Miss Muffins needs our help.
okay. How would
DM,
you
what
like
does
to
the
go?
crowd? What does the crowd look like?
Yeah.
Have they dispersed at all, or?
The crowd has dispersed. You see numerous herringon with some type of bottle. It's like this. It's like a pink liquid in these like glass bottles, and there you see them like just spritzing the air, just. And you see a couple of herringon just kind of, keeping watch because they were still. That was very new and different in this society. What the stink bomb that Tuttle left to get their attention, but most of the crowd is gone. Even the bubble of darkness that Vera left behind to aid you all in your stealth out of this town has been dissolved, and it is gone. So it's just mostly the town going about their day as they've always have, with a couple of people just spritzing the air. And as you get a bit closer, you can smell now that it is the spritz gives off an aroma that is kind of like a citrusy lavender type situation. So think lavender and like lemons and a little bit of pineapple. They want that horrible scent out of this city. It does not belong because the city is perfect, and that was not perfect.
Let's keep some Febreze in their pockets.
Yeah, for real. They said no bodily functions allowed. Okay.
I think what will help us here, Tottle, is I think if we just walk very casually as if we had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, I agree. Even though they're probably gonna blame it on us anyway. But screw it. Let's just do it for the fun. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so tell me, where are you guys going?
I guess we're going back towards Miss Muffin's inn.
Yeah, might as
Okay.
well. We're just gonna walk, no stinking, just in plain sight. Nothing, as if nothing had occurred.
Okay. So as you walk through this town and through the area of your carefully thought out plan of distraction, everyone greets you with a smile. Oh, hi there, hi there, hi there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi there. We're just cleaning some things up. Here's something for you. You can put it over your nose. They give you these handkerchiefs that are just beautifully made, and they have kind of the kind of like I don't really know what they're called, but like those really fancy like doily patterns around the edges, and it's
Lace.
very lace. That's what it is, and the it's like heavily decorated with different like gold, pink, purple like foliage, and it is a something that you can put over your face that also smells of that same aroma that they've been putting on. Something happened a little bit ago. It was strange. We saw this beautiful butterfly, and then all of a sudden, the butterfly started to kind of spread out this unspeakable the smell. We were it was really strange, but luckily we got that thing down, and we're just clearing this place up of anything like that. And as you look around, Toddle, your butterfly contraption is nowhere to be seen, not even the scraps. And it seems that no one is any the wiser that it was you who did that.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk through this town unaccosted.
Undetected of my BO. I'm gonna do something kind of funny, kind of chaotic, and just as they're talking and mentioning it, I'm gonna be like, maybe it was something that came through the arch. Who knows? The arches, I saw them. Maybe there was something that came through, and that's what did it. And just like put that in the air and walk away.
Why don't you go ahead and give me a deception check?
Hey, Toddle, you're a thing that came through the arch.
I am a thing that came through the arch. Oh, fuck. A 7.
A 7. They look at you. Well, I mean, of course it would have to come through some kind of way. I mean, it couldn't just appear here, right? I mean, I don't know who would want to bring that through, but I mean, that kind of makes sense, and it just kind of like the group just starts to talk to each other, like, yeah, you're right. I mean, anything in here has to come to the archway. Yeah, it had to come through. I mean, and it's just back and forth of that same thing as you walk on.
You see what I did? Did you see what I did there? Toddle is happy with himself.
Yes, good job, Toddle. They look very focused on the topic at hand and aren't watching us walk away, so I say we speed our way on towards the inn.
Yes.
So, as you all make your way through this town, you find the cozy cottage of Mrs. Muffin. Do you walk through the threshold?
Is it open? Is it early enough that it's open?
You know that the cozy cottage is always open.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll walk right there.
And before I follow after Toddle, I just kind of look around, see if anyone's watching us walk in.
As you look around, seeing if anyone is looking at you walk in, go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check. Your choice.
Ooh. I definitely have better perception. And it's a total of 19.
Damn.
Everyone is going about their day. It is beautiful, golden skies, clear as day. Weirdly, no sun, but the sky is blue and beautiful, like there is a sun somewhere. And everyone is just having a grand old time and is not keeping tabs on you.
Okay. I'm going to make a note of the fact that there is no sun on a sunny day.
Yes, you do remember that when you were here during the nighttime, that night never fully fell on this town. It was kind of an ever twilight. There was no moon. It was a clear, beautiful twilight sky. So yes, I guess it would make some kind of sense that the day would be somewhat equal with no sun. You walk through the threshold of the cozy cottage. The first thing you notice, Toddle, are two beings sitting in the centered table with a cup of some steaming liquid, and they are kind of just sitting there looking at nothing, talking nothing, and it's just kind of an ever stare as it looks like they are in a trance. Why don't you tell Toddle and the chat what they see Anne sitting at the table?
Very confused bird person. Alex is an Aarakocra and the shape of a vulture. So she has a really long beak that's all black. Her skin is primarily black, but unlike a vulture, her head isn't totally bald. It is full of very bright red feathers. Her eyes are kind of a piercing yellow, and she's wearing a long black coat that does manage to cover her wings. So her body almost looks way too big for the size of her head as a result. There is a staff that's leaned against the table there, and she does have her arms crossed. And really terrible posture, kind of looking around this tavern, wondering how the fuck she got here.
And who else does Toddle see a familiar face sitting at this table? Darian.
Well, for those who know, you see a very pale elf, red eyes, dreadlocks. But honestly, the hood is a little bit up halfway through, so you kind of see them falling to the side. You could definitely tell that they're armored, that they have a lot of stuff on them. And honestly, they're just kind of relaxing with a tankard in hand, but you don't really know what it is because it doesn't look. It looks like it might be a bit old. And let's see, what else would you see? That should be about it.
Toddle, you see there is a moment of curious confusion from you as you see these faces, time slows and then speeds back up. You know these two.
I know these two. Amaran, I know these two.
But they don't see you, and they're sitting still, not talking, just hand grasped on their mugs. What do you two do?
Toddle,
Amaran.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know them. I know these two people. Let's go. Let me introduce you, and we're gonna walk over.
I was just about to ask you to do that.
As you walk up to the table, the two people you see sit still, like they are in a trance. What do you do?
Who can't see them at all.
Who do you flick in the head, Toddle?
That would be Who would I flick in the head? Who would Toddle flick? Probably Kalzarath.
Kalzarath, you feel up ting in the head, and as your head moves back, you're like fully there and present.
The hell hit me?
I'm sorry. Oh, you're here. Oh, how exciting! I haven't seen you since hell.
When you say hell, that word echoes in your mind, Alex, and you are snapped to with like the word of hell, and you are now present.
And there's just a bunch of Paragon in this tavern.
That's correct. You five are the only non-Harengon here.
I kind of take a big inhale and I look around at all these rabbit people and the pleasantries and the warm lit tavern.
Oh, 4, yeah. I was counting my own video. Like, wait, no, I'm not there. 5, no, 4. You're right. You're 4.
4.
Oh, I count as 2 people.
Um. Oh, you're back! And Toddle's gonna kind of go in for an unsuspecting hug on Alex. Because it's been a while.
Where am I?
Guys, okay. Hold on. Avaran. This is Kalzarath and Alex.
You didn't answer my question. Where are we?
I don't know.
Do you not know how you got here?
I'm trying to recall that at the moment. But
As-
at
Want me
the
to
moment,
flip you
no,
again?
I don't.
As you both take a moment to try to recollect your thoughts of how you got to this place, Kalzarath, the last thing you remember was looking at the sky of a hellscape. You were
Sounds about right.
tucked into kind of a undercropping of black stone, and nothing was to your back. You wanted everything in your vision as you entered a trance. And that was the last thing you remember. Alex, the last thing you remember was causing a forest fire with Toddle and Lander in the dark, unspoken land. And once you all got out of the path of that fiery destruction, all of a sudden, you're here. After the echoing words of, "This is not a dream." That's what you both remember.
So, I remember I was setting up camp in the Hells. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I
would've-
remember it took us quite a bit of magic and whatnot to get out of hell, so
I mean,
Hell?
I've gotten in and out of hell plenty of times, but I definitely remember leaving and coming back because it takes some setting up to do.
mm-hmm.
And I kind of lean over to Avran. So these two have been to hell, huh? What's going on here?
Well, I've been to hell also.
And she just stands up at the table and walks over to the bar, grabs her staff. She's like super frustrated. She hates having no control over anything that's happening. And she's gonna walk over to the bar and see if she can get someone to serve her a drink.
As you walk up to the bar, oh, go ahead, Toddle.
I was gonna say rounds of beers or ales or whatever is served here for all of us, which is us.
As you walk up to the bar, Alex, you see this kind of really cute, a little tubby, hair-and-gone woman with just bright eyes. You see kind of flowers on both of their ears. You see that they're kind of like wearing this beautiful work gown. It's a work gown, but it still looks kind of fashiony. Like the dress has pockets, functioning pockets.
I love that.
And she has like a big bow where her apron is tied, and she has this pink fur coat. Like her fur is pink, and she looks up at you. Well, oh hi, honey. Are you with them? And as she kind of like looks, over at the table to Avaran and Toddle. Oh, hi, honeys. I was looking for you earlier today. Are you with them? Oh my, this is wonderful.
Yes, actually, Miss Muffins. I was wondering, could I have a word with you? Maybe you can get your man Billuby to serve my friends here.
Oh, of course. I was looking for you earlier. I'm so glad that you came back in here. I checked your room this morning because I came across something, and she kind of pulls out this kind of like crumpled piece of paper, and she kind of like holds it over her mouth like and puts it back without saying anything. But gladly, Billy B, honey, Billy Billy, sweetie, could you help them? What? Huh? What? Oh, they're back. Finally. Happy to help. And you see this kind of rotund Herringon man with like these this huge like whisker mustache situation. His fur is gray, has like these thick eyebrows, and he is starting to come. He's like kind of coming over to the table to help you out. So as Billy runs over to the table, Mrs. Muffin is going to say to Alex, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you go ahead and tell me what you'd like? I gave you a cup of coffee, but you just kind of stared at it. So what would you like?
And as you're looking up at her, because she's taller than you, she's just cloaked in darkness, and you just see just piercing red eyes kind of like looking down at her. Do you have anything dead?
Do we have anything dead? Like, yes.
Fresh dead.
Fresh dead. Well, lucky for you, we've had some critters around. I'm pretty sure we could scuff one up for you real quick.
Thank you.
Of course, I'll bring it to the table for you, honey.
She kind of like the feathers on the back of her hair kind of ruffle up a little bit and then settle back down flat, and then she kind of looks around awkwardly, just very out of place. and she's waiting.
And then Billaby comes up to the table to the rest of the group. Hey there, what would you like this time? You hardly touched the food we gave you last time. If we give it to you this time, you have to promise to eat it now. No sippy. We here to feed you.
Absolutely.
What ales do you have on?
We have all of them. We can even make one up for you on the spot. What would you like?
You see Calsrath just bottom out the ale he has already.
It's coffee. You down coffee.
And he is all of a sudden really disappointed that he was drinking coffee. You know, Dearless Shore surprised me.
Oh, we love surprising folk. Yeah, I'll bring you up something real good. Don't you worry about it. How about you, Everett? You want the same thing as last time, or you want something different?
I'm feeling in the mood for something a little stronger. Can you bring me, a small glass of your strongest drink?
Gladly. I'm on it. He's like just kind of scribbling down in his notebook, and then he looks to you, Toddle.
Got anything for when you're scared?
Scared?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why would you be scared?
I have been having the worst nightmares, and I've been waking up in a fright, and I want to know if there was something you had that could help with facing my fears.
Facing your fears. There's not many things to fear here in this wonderful city, but I guess something that makes me always feel better is a hug from my wife, Miss Muffin. It always makes me feel great. But
agreed.
Food-wise, you know what? We'll give you something nice, thick, warm, and greasy.
That sounds perfect.
And I'll have my wife come over and give you a warm little hug like last time. Make everything better.
That sounds beautiful. Thank you.
No problem. And he turns away and kind of waddles away. As time goes on, Alex, you get this. It's given to you in a goblet. There is this golden goblet that with accents of different floral plants and whatnot, and there is kind of like this overhang on the sides of red berries and just like a lot of like red kind of fruits off the side, along with some really interesting like dark vines. They're like dark green, dark blue vines to kind of give off your same energy. And in the center of the goblet is a mix. It's kind of soupy. It looks like a mix of freshly killed rat and other small creatures that is kind of fresh. And you smell the freshness of the blood. However, there is a gentle overlap of lavender spritz on top to make it bearable for the rest of the team and to make it, still pretty and lavish. What comes to you, Kalzarath, is this really thick mug of beer, again with a drapery of fruit, various fruits off one side. It is thick yet clear, bubbly yet uncarbonated. It has just like the perfect amount of froth on the top. And there is kind of this gentle dance within of like purple herb. And it's interesting, like as you look at the swirling herb, it literally looks like it's kind of dancing. Like every now and then you see like this person just like, but it's ever so faint. You have to like really look at it to catch all those details. Avaran, you get the drink again, cascading with different fruits and florals, and a nice, flavorful and aromatic ale. Toddle, you remind me, what was it that you got? Oh yeah, I remember. No. They bring you a plate of warm muffins. Warm, sweet, buttery. It's a comfort food. And as that gets presented to you, there is also kind of another platter in the center of this round table with like cheeses, crackers, fruits, different like tended to meats, and kind of like the whole shebang for you. Seeing that this is the first time that they're seeing you, they're thinking that maybe you probably haven't had breakfast. So they're giving that all to you. And as that comes, Toddle, you see Miss Muffin waddle up to you. I heard somebody need a hug. Oh, come here, you baby, come here. And she brings you in for this warm, furry, gentle, passive, supporting, nurturing, loving hug that you think could make anyone stand up to the largest monster. Like last time, Toddle, you have a buff to any skill that you make. Skill, saving throw, you have a buff to it. I have to remind myself what that buff is. I don't know if it was a D4, if it was advantage. It's one of those. Let me think on it.
I forgot to.
But after that,
I was gonna say, over. Well, Alex watches as she goes and gives Toddle a big hug, and like watches her go, but then kind of looks down at her meal. Same kind of like ghostly stare, and she holds her claw over the was it a cauldron, right, or a bowl?
It was a golden goblet.
A goblet, right? And her hand is kind of gonna glow like like ripples of crimson red and yellow, and the whole goblet is gonna start to hum and glow and make kind of a small ringing sound. She's gonna kind of flick her cloak back over her claw and look at the bowl, and a rat is gonna crawl out of it. She casted Animate Dead, and so the rat is kind of like twitching and looking at her after just being killed, but she uses her other hand and kind of welcomes him to crawl into her cloak, and he's gonna sit there and hide in her cloak. And then she's gonna look around see if any taverners saw. Hopefully not, otherwise she doesn't really care. But she picks up the dish and starts walking towards the table to sit back down.
No one sees this dead rat that's in a soup of its own liquids come alive, pull itself out of the goblet, slump down to the table, and pulls itself back up and crawls towards you into your cloak. Just drips of red on the table to you and into your cloak, which you're I don't know if you mind, but you are now have a growing soak of wet blood within your cloak as it crawled out of its soup. And no one is any the wiser.
Covered in worse shit.
as your talons ever so gently take this goblet and go back to the table.
I want to know if I saw it.
I'm also kind of curious if Avaran saw it too.
Were you being stealthy with it, Alex?
Not particularly. It was just my back was facing them.
Okay. Anyone who wants to see it, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yeah, you would have heard it, maybe.
Even with my passive?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's the first?
Well, I mean, I rolled a 3, so I didn't see it.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
The DC was 15. With your very special eyes, with your beady red pupils, you look over to the side as Avaran and Toddle are conversing and looking into their cups and their plates. And you see something flop out of Alex's soup and into their cape. And as Alex lifts up the gauntlet and turns around, you can very clearly see that there is like a trail of blood from the goblet to the end of the bar where she was. You don't know what it was, but you saw something. And she rejoins the table.
So what'd you get towards, I said that towards Alex.
I take my two claws stick out of her cloak and she like taps it on the bottom of the goblet and slides it slowly over to him. Want to try it?
As you look into it, you see like bits of bone, a little bit of clumps of fur, and like some interesting shit in there.
I'm just gonna like try to wipe around the edge and like taste it because I've had worse. So it's like,
as you
use some pepper.
Wow.
So
she looks over at a Haragon. Pepper, please.
you look over at the table and it's just a couple of Haragon playing cards, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure." And they grab the pepper and kind of toss it over. So if no one wants to say anything to each other, Miss Muffin will make her way over. But is there anything that anyone wants to say that you don't want heard, or are we good?
Alex, do you want to go to hell?
I sure don't.
You have no interest.
Well, interestingly enough, the only thing I want to say that I don't want heard is something I do want to say to Miss Muffin.
I would say, as long as you keep a low profile, hell's not that bad.
It wasn't. If I could do it, you could do it.
So where are we anyway? Because I still haven't got that answered.
Well, I don't know how I got to the area outside of this town, but the town itself is called Flora's Fauna.
It's Flora's favor, baby, as Miss Muffin comes up.
Oh, that's right.
Flora's favor. But you
That's right.
But you were close, honey. You was close. So I'm so happy that y'all are all here. We had an interesting thing earlier. I'm glad that it didn't deter you. But yes, I have this, and again, she kind of like takes out the crumpled piece of paper. I would love. Y'all are missing one. Where's your honey bun? She asks you, Avaran.
Vera decided to explore the town. I'm sure they'll be back here later.
All right. Well, just so you remember, y'all do have that special room if y'all need to warm each other up. but
Right.
but for now, let us. I'm gonna let y'all finish your food. You know, this may be your breakfast. I don't really know, but after we can talk. We can go somewhere. We can talk. Thank you for being here. She like really looks at you, Everann.
Cute.
Thank you for being here. Okay.
What?
Okay.
What do we do?
Well, before you go, can you tell me where here is? I mean, I know it's the town, but
Flora's favor. Oh, this is the perfect town of Are you familiar with the god of Earth? I'm gonna take it as not.
Yeah.
You're probably a little bit further away from here, but basically, Flora has said to be from some the daughter of the god of the Earth. And we're kind of this town is kind of her blessing, if you will. It's perfect in each and every way.
Okay.
And we are located. We're not completely allowed to say to strangers, but I trust you. We're located somewhere in the lavender fields.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. But you do not want to. Once you go through the archways of this lovely town, you are no longer in the Lavender Plains. Those are the outer lands that we try to steer clear of. It's very bleak out there. But more on that later, honey bun. I'm gonna let y'all finish y'all food, and once you all finish, we'll retire to the kitchen. She kind of like looks around the kitchen where I could use some help baking, and she gives you a wink, and she kind of scuttles away.
Well, that wasn't obvious, was it? She takes her goblet and like takes a sip.
I also sip and kind of set it down, and I think I'll help Miss Muffin with her bacon.
And
I'm not gonna take a sip. I'm gonna take a full drink and like. I need to get a bottle of this.
I'm gonna wait till Avran is like out of sight. I'm gonna lean over to Toddle. Are they boyfriend girlfriend?
Not those two, but if you're talking about Avran and the other person who was with us, Vera, no.
I'm kind of trying to hear the kitchen, but I realize I can't hear that far, and I just keep sipping what's in the goblet.
And there is a special room for those needs, however, should that arise.
Well, we are in a town full of rabbits, aren't we?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Multiplication. Anyway.
They bless it a lot here. It's kind of one of the notions I've gotten. It's almost like we're in 1984. It's what I feel like we're in right now.
Tries to process the numbers, and it's that meme of the girl zoning out.
It's like...
Try to process time since I spent most of it in hell, so I'm like...
So,
1984 like?
The book!
Alex has like just accepted that she doesn't know what the fuck's going on, so she starts to relax a little bit. So how was hell?
Oh, horrible.
And as you replied to, "Oh, horrible," we come to you, Avaran. You have walked behind the bar through a door and are kind of in the kitchen area, and you see Miss Muffin just kind of put some things together. You see Billy, running in and out as he does, and like when she's in her kitchen, she is like in her element. It's like it's almost, she moves so fast from pot to like to sink to wash dishes and everything. It's almost like teleporting, but you can like see kind of like the zip from one place to another. Zip, like a pink streak when like from one place to another as she's like doing her thing. And she stops and looks at you. "Oh, Avaran, hi baby. Oh, where are the others?"
Well, I wasn't sure if you wanted the whole group of people to walk back here. It might draw attention. I figured something like what's in that note there, maybe you'd want to talk privately about.
Probably it's best to have everyone just so we can all talk together and kind of, converse.
All right, at your leisure. I'm going to rejoin the group then. You just let us know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready right now. You can just go and grab them, honey.
All right, I'll be right back.
Avaran, sweet baby,
Yes.
don't forget to smile, okay?
Be right back.
I give her a wink and a smile, and I go out and get the group.
All right. So Avaran returns, telling you all that Avaran, you probably walk in a very interesting conversation about hell.
So, like, I know it's bleak and all. It's kind of warm, but if you could harness souls, it's very lucrative business there.
Oh, wow. I did not do any of that. I need to learn about these methods. I mean, I found one spot that was pretty useful for me, but unfortunately would meet my untimely doom, so I would have to go in with some sort of backup plan.
And that's what you hear as you walk up to the table, Avaran.
Well, I certainly missed out on an interesting conversation, it sounds like.
I'll fill you in.
If you lot are ready, Miss Muffins is ready to speak with us in the back.
Oh, we're going to the back. Huh?
Okay. Real quick side note that I still did not eat anything or drink anything. But I did put the liquid in a vial, and all of the muffins have been placed in the robe.
Okay, all right.
For the morning.
How about you, Kalzarath?
I still have my mug, and I'm going to ask how much a bottle is when I get back there.
Okay. Have you been drinking any from the mug, from the glass?
Yeah.
Okay. Avaran, before you went back to talk to Miss Muffin, when you had your cup and your plate, did you partake in any breakfast?
The only thing I did was I took a sip of the drink that was brought to me before I went in the back, but I haven't partaken of anything else.
I will tell the team this. It was the same thing yesterday when you guys were in this tavern and barely ate anything. You nibbled and took a sip. It's been overnight and you're doing it again. If you do not eat something, you will get a level of exhaustion.
Oh, I have food.
I didn't know I was hungry. I was just like...
As my belly starts to grumble, I reach in my pouch and grab a ration and kind of nibble on that as we walk to the back.
How many rations do you have, buddy?
Good question. I haven't looked at my rations since I created this character.
We should probably take a look.
I have cooking. So I have cooking from the bag of holding that I got from Lander that has all of Fancy's cooking supplies. He doesn't know how to work with any of them, but we got several amounts of food from that bag of holding just on Fancy's person alone. Plus food that I was able to get not in town during the nightmare sequence, but during the Crypt Creatures campaign.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
Avaran, how many rations do you have?
I have 10 days worth of rations.
I'm gonna say I want you to mark off 3 of those days.
Damn, alright.
Tuttle is good with chemistry and potions and whatnot, but cooking is a bit different. Tuttle, would you say that you would have tried to cook something with these things?
I mean, he could do basic stuff.
Basic stuff. Why don't you go ahead and roll me
toast.
a survival check?
Wait. God.
What was it, honey bun?
Got a nat one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Your cooking in
Everything
the
I-
past
yeah,
was
everything
so
I cook is
horrible,
burnt.
you couldn't keep anything down. If you do not eat right now, you will have a level of exhaustion. Uh,
I'm gonna order a sandwich.
Alex, have you been eating your soup?
Yeah, I'm about halfway through, but I'm full.
Excellent.
Cup of bones and fur.
What kind of sandwiches do you have?
Sandwiches. Well, we have open-faced sandwiches. We have regular sandwiches. We have sideways sandwiches. That's a sandwich that's like you just put it on the side. We have tower sandwiches. We got sandwiches. We have sandwiches. That's where you use a sandwich to make a sandwich. We got a double-decker sandwich. We got fish sandwich. We got different sandwiches here and there. We got vegan sandwiches. Most of us here we kind of like to stick with our herbs, but I can see a meat eater when I see one.
Yeah.
So you can take your pick, really.
What's on your tower sandwich? That sounded nice.
So as Kalzarath and Billiby talk about sandwiches, Tuttle, what will you do? What will you eat?
Begrudgingly, I will eat a muffin
A muffin.
that I have pocketed.
Okay. What will you drink?
I don't. I ordered ale, so I'll just drink that.
Okay. Because everyone has eaten in their own way, no one gets level of exhaustion. I'm talking specifically to Toddle and Avaran,
Oh,
specifically to those two, because they've been here and trying to eat nothing. All right. So as you all finish your conversations, Billy brings you a very interesting sauce that you asked for. You convene into the kitchen. As you all get into the kitchen, Miss Muffet's like, oh, all right. So glad. I hope you like the sandwich. I kind of made it from scratch. We don't use too much bread here, so I hope you like my homemade bread. Anyway, come this way. And she begins to lead you out of a doorway, and that leads to the back of the kitchen. So you pass the kitchen. You go down this lit hallway. You take there's a staircase going down.
As we go, I put my hand on the hilt of my sword, just kind of holding it there by my side. Not threateningly, but waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Okay. As you walk down this staircase, you see this iron door, and there's torches perched on either side of it. And she's like, all right, hurry in, honey, hurry in. She's gonna take out some keys and flip to a certain key and unlock the door and opens it, and it's a really thick door with 3 C's, Baby Got Back kind of door. And she opens the door and kind of motions you all to go in. All right, come on in, come on in now.
I go in.
Same.
Tuttle, do you go in?
I'm gonna look at Avran and be like, "This is how we die." Walking.
I say to Miss Muffin, my mother always told me, ladies first.
Oh, you are so kind, honey. Well, in that case, and she waddles in. You see her kind of fluffy tail behind her,
And I follow her in.
As you come in, she kind of bounce back and close the door, and kind of locks it. And when you see her lock it, you see kind of this crystalline wave that kind of goes over the door. This room is a very normal, plain, imperfect room. There's wood panels on the walls, but in between the wood panels you see steel. There's so you can tell that this is a complete steel box room that you're in, that's just been kind of decorated with wood paneling, on the walls, on the floors and whatnot. There is this kind of this simple rug that goes over most of the center of the floor. There is this kind of normal wooden table that's just, it's like the most normal table you've ever seen in this place. It's not perfect. It's like a normal table, and there's like chairs with just like, minimal cushion. And she beckons you all to take a seat.
I do so.
Okay. So as you all take a seat, okay. It's almost like her hands start shaking a little bit. It's like pent up nerves. Like, like when someone has to, who does like customer service all day, is like at work, but they come home and they're just like, take off their shoes, take off their pants, all that stuff. That's kind of similar to what she's doing. She's like relaxing, and she like kind of stops being so chipper and just kind of like walks to the empty seat and takes a seat. Okay, honeys, we can talk regular here. This room is sealed and nothing can hear us. Babies, I got your note. I do need your help. She looks at you, Everin.
Vera thought you would, and that's why we came back. Is we saw you looking for us, and we wanted to help in any way that we could.
Thank you so much. I know y'all tried to talk to me earlier, but I just couldn't. I'm sure you understood the situation. I couldn't. I appreciate it, but this is better. So here's the situation, honey doll. This town ain't perfect. This town ain't perfect. And we can't leave. It's not so bad. I mean, who would really want to go to the outside lands? That's kind of, but what I'm trying to say, baby, is we're kind of tethered here in a way. I kind of have to keep a pretense. I didn't make this place, but well, though it is Floa's favor. I don't think what you're in right now, honey, is not. Flora didn't make it, baby. We need help. You tried to speak to me once you found a herringon out in the Darklands, and you asked me if you were missing anybody. We're missing 2. No one's gonna talk about it. No one can talk about it. If they try to talk about it, then the world doesn't like it, baby. We just so. But what you spoke about in the Outer Lands, the herringon that you saw, she is one of ours, and the beast that lurks outside this town in the Darklands is trying to come in. And though this town ain't perfect, we ain't got nowhere else to go. I know you don't belong here. I know you don't know how you got here. I can't tell you. I can't really explain to you how or why. But what I can do, baby, I promise all of you, I can help you get back home. I can help you leave here. But I need y'all to please get rid of the beast before it actually enters the town. The archways grow weaker every day. If you take care of the beast, the scar on the land. I can help you get back home. I can help you leave here. And I'll just figure out what to do after. Because it's not your problem. This is my home. And I will tend to it as I will. Will you all please help me?
I look over at Everin and Toddle.
You spoke of 2 missing Harringons, one of which we found. What of the second one?
That's a very heavy question, honey. We don't know. We don't know where that one is. We don't know when they left, but we don't know where they are. If they were here, I would know. I know kind of everything within our area as I'm supposed to. But that one isn't here. That's all I know.
I see.
So what?
Well, we can fight.
What is keeping you tethered here?
Well, baby doll, my soul. My soul is keeping me tethered here. Without this place, I wouldn't be. You understand? If I were to go outside the gates, if I were to leave the archway, I wouldn't be anymore. If the beast didn't get to me first, the untethering would see to it. And there is a close watchful eye on all of us. She looks both to Toddle and Averin. I'm pretty sure you've felt that watchful eye since you've been here. It is usually unnoticeable until you say something against the perfection, which no one ought do. Not out there. In here we can be real with each other. Out there, you gotta smile. And everything will just kind of ride itself.
Due to Katharath's history with dealing with souls, does he have kind of an insight on like how serious it is when you're saying she can't leave?
Why don't you roll me either an insight check, an intelligence, a history check, a religion check, or a what other check would it be? I think those are going to be the main ones that you could do to help you here.
So you said history, insight, or religion?
Mm-hmm. And I'll even allow you to do like a mental investigation. So pick your poison.
Insight. 14.
14. Her smile is tired. Her eyes are less bubbly, less glistening. Her ears are more slumped than they have been upstairs in the town. You've heard that their souls can be tethered to a person, place, or thing. Sometimes even an idea is all it takes to be tethered by something. It's not often spoke of, but when it is, it can be a person's unmaking. Like sometimes if they leave the person, place, or thing, or situation, or idea behind, they slowly fade. whether it's their soul, whether it's their body. You know, maybe they turn to ash. Maybe they just slowly dissolve. Maybe they just kind of get taken back into the weave that surrounds all of existence. But it is known that it is very powerful magic to be beholden to a thing. But it is very possible. And in hell, where you do your business, you have heard plenty of damned souls get to their hellish destination from someone untethering them to something. This woman could cease to exist if she leaves. It is very serious. And she has said to you that it's her job to know what's going on in this town at all times. So if she were to be uncreated, possibly the heart of this entire town, it can be a mass wave of unknown destruction that might even ripple out from this town into the Darklands. It's very serious. So, will you help me? Please, if that thing gets through the archway, it's gonna be a lot worse than the scene you saw when you went into its domain. It'll be a lot worse. And there'll be no fixing nothing.
She looks over at Toddle and kind of nudges Toddle a little bit. And kind of gives her the look like, you're in, I'm in.
And then I'm going to do like a domino effect where I look to Avaran and kind of nudge him and be like...
And even though I don't know Kalzarath, I give him one of these.
Why are you looking at me like that?
And then when
Okay, I need some more information. Like, I've fought crazy things. All I know is there's a beast outside. I'm stuck here in a, sorry to say this to your lovely place, a beautiful prison.
Yep, pretty much.
And I mean, beautiful prison that has some. Also, I do want to know if I could buy a bottle of whatever you gave me. But a beautiful prison that has good food. But what are we up against? Like, what is this thing? I didn't see it. I haven't seen any beasts. I just
Vaporite.
snapped out of it.
At the end of that question, Kalzarath, at the top of this room is like a bell. It just suddenly gives a soft like ching, just for a moment, and she looks up. Oh, okay. My time has been spent. I have to get back up before it notices that I'm not there. So you all can stay in here and talk it out. I have to go. I have to get back up there. Don't worry, honeys. I'm not gonna lock you in. Just you know what? Here. And she's going to take off the special key and she's going to slide it to Toddle. You can do as you will, talk as you will, but I have to go. Oh, one last thing. Okay, before you go, I have to go back up there, but before you go, Avaran, Kalzarath, Alex, be sure to get a hug from me. I can't hug you down here. There's certain things that's kind of binding me, but be sure to get a hug from me before you leave the city, okay?
Okay,
all right. And she's going to waddle out. She's going to open the door, shut the door, and you again see that like wave of crystalline blue as she makes her way back up. This is your time to talk about any plan that you may have and to tell the team, Avaran and Toddle, what you have faced before in this beast that she has asked you to take care of. This is your time.
Okay. Very first thing I have to say is I scoured a whole library that was in this place. Can I roll like a really fat advantage history check or something that could possibly have been any mention of what she was talking about.
Give me a history check with advantage.
Thank you.
And while Alex is kind of gonna look around and kind of like stretch her neck and shoulder. Sounds like it's our only way out.
I mean, I'm all willing to agree. I just want to know what we're up against. Like, what is it? I heard of beasts. I've known many beasts. I've worked with, well, ridden many beasts as mounts. I've killed them. Yeah, it's like you say beast. What are we talking?
Well, if it's the beast that Tottle and I have fought, we've got our work cut out for us. It's like a demon wolf, but with dark tentacles coming out the back of it. We barely escaped with our lives, but so did it. We came very close to killing the bastard.
Death is my speciality. I think we can do it.
Okay, then since I know that, I have a bit more hope for us. But are we sure that's the beast they're referring to?
Hold on 1 sec. DM, I got an 8.
You got an 8?
On that. 18 on the history check.
All right, and please remind me the history check that you were rolling for. I think you were asking what information you got from the library?
Library. If there was anything from the library that... I remember originally I was in the library looking for anything about the arches, I think.
Okay.
But in that search, would there be anything also about this beast to kind of help Alex and Kalsarath know what me and Avaran and Vera faced? And Calamity, question mark?
So
I forgot if he was there.
you have not seen Calamity
Right.
here, no.
Okay.
So this is what you get. You remember that the library was full of like dreary stories. Like every book was like a dreary, dark tale of self-hatred, loneliness, outcast, banishment, title stripping. It was a lot. It was writings of different stories of all the things anyone would ever hate about themselves in life ever.
Mm-hmm.
But you did find in a very small corner, like I believe it was a scroll of some sort with a rigidly drawn butterfly on it. It was the only parchment that was speaking of possible hope, and even though it spoke of hope, it was very sarcastic and kind of like, you know, like, yeah, I wish it was true, but like hope, you know, it was very skeptical of it. But you could tell in the writing, in the storytelling, that there was this writer desperately wishes that hope is real. You, in putting things together about loneliness, kind of wanting of love and everything, you could put together that the archways are put in place for those that come in to stay. Whoever comes through the archway, like this city, you know, is warm and has a beautiful glow from the outside, because the outside is horrible just in general. But once you come in, it's like this place wants you to stay. This place loves you and it wants you to stay. And these arches not only keep bad things out, but it keeps other things in that it wishes to keep. So you know that it is a challenge, and since you kind of face it yourself, you know that how the arches work. You look through them, you see horrible things outside the passageway, and every time you look, it like the scene gets worse and worse every time you look. So it's like every time you try to leave, it gets harder to leave because the scene gets unbearably worse each time. So you would come to a conclusion that if one is planning to leave, they have to have a really good plan to leave on the first couple of tries. Otherwise, if they try too many times, it's like it's fuck all. You're here forever. What else? You know of a loss. There was a loss that is unspoken. You know of lurking scars that kind of stay outside of this perfection. And you would know that the way that the land works is kind of like, so you know how when someone feels bad or depressed, it could easily turn into a spiral and you get deeper and deeper. But once you realize the key to the depression or the sadness, you can work and kind of come out of it a stronger, better person, more or less. That's how the outside lands work. If you let it consume you with its grief, with its terror, with its fright, it's going to be harder for you to get to your destination. But if you will yourself to bypass all of that possible hopelessness, you could easily walk anywhere, any location, within minutes. Because I think you remember the first time that you came to the city, it was almost like the woods itself was fighting you to not go to the gates. It wanted you to stay in its solemnness. And the more you went forward, the more you failed certain checks, the harder it got and you needed help. However, thinking on it on the flip side, if you can really focus yourself on what you want and keep your hope alive, you could walk to any location you wish within moments. That is what you get from your knowledge.
Damn. And that was just an 18. I tell this information to everyone in the group, so everyone's knowledgeable about it. And that's what I read.
And I'm just kind of
Strong-willed.
rolling my eyes and like, well, Tuttle, why didn't you apply that knowledge to trying to get out the gate the last time?
It didn't work. I tried. I did try to think about things that I wanted in the hopes and dreams of what I want to achieve, and it didn't work. It was like I was put under a spell or a curse or something. Clearly, I was affected to some degree.
Well, we'll just have to try and think a little stronger about it this time.
Do the best, I promise.
So, where did you encounter the beast?
Well, it was in the Outer Lands, not through the gate that we just tried to go through the other one on the other side of town.
There's There's 3 arches.
Right.
And I will also, for brevity's sake, explain the map and the layout to Alex and Calzer.
Okay. So, just to lay everything out, we're in a prison blessed by a daughter of a god. Outside of this land, there's a beast, and it's melancholy, I guess, outside.
There's the beast.
Yeah, and in order for us to get to our respective homes, we have to go out there, kill this beast, and hope that they'll be able to free us from wherever we are.
She laughs at the irony of her own life and just kind of like puts her staff down and kind of like tightens the grip on it and looks over at Toddle. Why is there trouble every time I find you?
Though I am small, I apparently have an orbital field of problems.
Well, honestly, I don't have an option, so I'm in. But I mean, I've taken worse gambles than this, so.
Yeah, it's, it's very much putting yourself in the life or death scenario, but at least you're not
Oh,
bored.
that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about surviving and being stuck here.
That too. I've been here for quite a while. I can say I've been here since, well, brevity's sake. Explains all the different little misadventures.
See, and that's what bothers me. I don't know how long I've been here.
I guess it's not so bad considering I've been here for quite a while, and this is like the first, well, not the first enemy, but
I have no obligations. And I don't fear death. So, onward. Do we need anything? You two have fought it already.
A
It
good night's
seems to be
sleep?
weak. The good night's sleep could certainly help. I do know that it seems to have a little bit of an aversion to fire.
And she kind of...
Fire.
I know some fire tricks. Couple of good ones.
I know one or two.
Good.
I don't, but do you think they have cheap spirits upstairs? You can always make a
Absolutely.
Oh, I am definitely fine with throwing Molotovs at this thing.
Yeah.
I like where your head's at.
At least, and Talda's gonna look at Averin and be like, at least we have a little bit more people. We are missing a person, but at least we have more folks to help us with our fight against this thing.
We almost took it out last time, and that was the 3 of us. There are 4 of us now. I like these numbers much better.
Me too. And if we find Vera again, then we're really, really gonna do well.
Vera?
Oh, yeah, they're another member of this night of this hell.
We haven't really come up with a name for our group yet.
Yeah, there's no name for it, but a reoccurring entity. We have since not been in contact with Lander since our last meeting, Alex, and Vera seems to have taken Lander's place.
And
Lander.
where's your chaotic rabbit friend?
Oh, I'm pretty sure, and maybe I can, for DM, I can roll like an intelligence or wisdom or something if you want. But yeah, I'm gonna say pretty sure one of the 2 bunnies, or one of the 2 herringons she referred to was Calamity.
That was my thought as well.
Okay.
What happened to Lander? Why was he replaced with Vera? Is he dead?
Well, I never knew him, but apparently he pulled a bit of a dick move on us.
More than that, he straight up was a traitor and like left the group.
Oh. That's disappointing.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
Rotten tomatoes.
At least he left me stuff, but it's not very nice.
Yeah.
Ugh. How do you go from having this lifetime partnership to all of a sudden, well, I'm gonna be bad now? Just have to get some knowledge.
Perhaps he didn't do it of his own free will.
That's what I'm saying, but
As the team continues this kind of inward thinking conversation, we're going to go to break.
oh,
Thanks, guys,
Nice.
for hanging with us so far. We're going to go on break, And when we come back, we'll see where this team goes. So
Don't forget to do hashtag or exclamation critical.
Yeah.
yes,
You want dice?
exclamation critical in chat for your chance to win some critical dice. Could be for you, could be a fantastic gift to another gamer. Have at it, and we will see you soon. Be right back.
Bye.
Hi everyone.
Greetings.
I hope you all had an amazing break out there, as we did. We got some food, we got some wine, we caught some spiders,
We talked about Star Wars.
and we're
Heck
here,
yeah.
and we're here and ready. Let me take a look at our.
God,
Looks like we have 3 people enter into the giveaway. I want to give some more time for people to enter exclamation point critical in the chat, and I will call 2 people after this. So, some time passes after the team finishes their conversation, catching up. They go up and out of this heavily guarded room, this room of privacy, up the stairs and back through, back into the kitchen where they see Mrs. Muffin. Do Alex, Avrin, and Kalzarath give Miss Muffin a hug before they leave?
Yeah, I will, and I'll also ask her how much is a bottle.
After everyone gives their hug, as you bend down to talk to her, Cal, she kisses you on the forehead and gives you a bottle for free. Here you go, baby. I'll see you when you get back. Let me know when it's done. And remember, don't forget to smile, honey. Go the well. And as you get that warm embrace and have a bolster of ability, you all now have a D4 boost to absolutely anything that you do. You leave the cozy. You leave the cozy cottage. You head towards the gate, or towards the archway. Toddle or Avaran, which archway are you going through? Are you going through one of the northern ones or the south one?
I think we should go to the south one, right?
We came in through the southern one, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'd say
So-
that's the best way to find the beast.
South it is. Once you get within 20 feet of the archway, I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Ugh, me, dude.
Do not forget your D4 boosts to everything.
Only once, right?
Only once.
You said wisdom saving throw?
That's correct.
All right.
We're going to start with Toddle. What'd you get?
I'll take that.
I got a 13.
You got a 13 total. Have you used your boosts that you get?
You gave her a hug too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with the +4.
But you also have another boost that you get from a reaction you use if you choose to use it.
Oh, fucking. What is it called?
Flash of Genius?
My Flash of Genius, the thing that makes me remember things randomly, which adds another +4. So I can use that.
I wish I had that.
It comes in handy. It's one of the better things I've ever done with a character, I will say.
So since you rolled a 13, was it?
13.
Oh,
13, 14.
which, by the way, sorry, everyone gets +3 on saving throws that's within 30 feet of me.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Paladin.
All right. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you rolled a total of 20 then, total.
Yay, dirty 20.
Great job. We come to Avaran with all the things. What did you get?
21.
A 21. We come to Kalzarath with all the things. What did you get?
You said I get a +3 to saving throws?
That's correct.
Yes.
26.
Hell yeah.
We come to Alex with all the things. What did you get?
18.
You all pass through the archway, unafraid of what lies beyond the dark forest. As you walk into the outer dark lands, it's cold, as it was before. Everything looks like it moves on its own accord, even though it's very still. this dead forest has some sort of life to it. Knowing that you have to keep hope in the forefront and think of your destination to not have to fight your way through these treacherous bramble, you do so. You focus your mind and you contemplate where you want to go. You want to find the beast.
Before we get too far, I want to know, as I exited the arch, I want to look back and see, like, is there like a quick transition between like looking at, like, if I look back into the town, is there like almost a barrier?
There is a magical invisible barrier. Like, you did see the ripples of magic when you walk through. Out here, it's never-ending night. Through the archway, you see that beautiful perfection, which is this town.
Okay.
So it's almost like, in a weird way, walking through like a mirror, sort of.
Yeah.
So as you all focus on the location at hand, you walk forward thinking of the beast, thinking, Tuttle, of what you have seen of it, Avran, thinking of what you dealt with from it. You think, you focus, you think. You remember the fall of white snow-like fur. You remember the scent of iron everywhere. You remember the glistening of an ambient red light. And before you, with only a few steps, you see that gentle fall of fur like white, of snow like white fur. As you start to walk towards it, what is the marching order here?
Crap, we forgot to make the Molotov cocktails.
Crap. That's okay. I am a fucking artificer and I can make things goofy like that all the time.
And luckily, you bought at least one bottle.
Oh, I'm not using that. This stuff was amazing. I'm not throwing this at it.
Marching order, all.
I'm gonna
I
flank.
take my shield and sword and I trudge forward.
Alex,
I'll
you
go
said you're
behind them.
flanking, so you're in the back.
Mhm. I'll wait for everyone to walk by.
All right. Sounds like Cal is right behind Avaran. Tuttle, what would you like to be?
I can lead since I'm like the map maker. I can lead.
Okay. So would you like to be in front of Avaran or beside him?
Beside him.
Okay. Avaran and Tuttle are in front. Behind follows Cal Zarath. Behind, taking up the rear, is Alex. As you walk towards this, Alex and Cal Zarath, you see this gentle fall of what looks like snow, but through conversation you know it's just an endless gentle fall of white fur. As you walk towards it, it's the only thing of color. Everything else is like black or dark green, blue, or just everything is almost black. This is the only color you see that's just stark white and gentle. You walk forward in your marching order. And just like before, Avaran and Tuttle, the world around you, the dark sky, starts to transition to an ambient red light. The further you walk forward, the redder the ambient light gets until it's just black forests lit with a red. Yet this stark white falling fur is untouched by this blood-like light. For the first time, Kalzarath, Alex, you get this strong whiff of iron all around you. You know this to be blood. It blends into the ambient red light that surrounds this place. You walk up. You are roughly about 20 feet away from the fall, and you hear from this, it looks like a little black lump in the middle of the area. You hear crying. This little black lump. Almost impossible to see the full details. Is crying in this cursed, bloody land. It's so familiar. As you walk forward, this familiar crying voice, you step on a broken, petrified branch and make noise. As you hear that, the black figure all of a sudden looks in your direction. You see these wide, big, sky blue eyes. Familiar again. These exaggeratedly long black ears in your direction. You've seen these ears before. And it looks at you. And instantly, it turns and runs into the blackness of the woods. What do you do?
Has it run before I can really do anything about it?
It is in the motion of running. You can still do something, like...
How far away was it from me? Or is it?
How far away? I'm going to say it's roughly... It was 20. I'm going to say now it's about... I'm going to say roughly 35, 40 feet away from you.
Hold person.
All right. They have to make a saving throw against you.
A wisdom one, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let me just grab this. It took me forever to find this. Boom. Better.
We both found the same one.
And with that, let me go ahead and grab something real quick just to be fully here with you all. Okay. So, hold person. So that's going to be, let me look at the thing. Let me look at his stats. And wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yeah.
It made a total of 19.
Oh, it failed. So she's gonna hold up her claw, but and almost hold it for a second, but it kind of wiggles out of my grasp. I miss.
You all see this magical claw grasp this black herring gun, and it wiggles out and runs into the darkness. Oh, hello, the lollygaggers. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. You came just in time. There is a beast to be met here. Welcome, welcome. Be sure to enter !critical in the chat for your chance to win some critical dice for you, or maybe a gift for another gamer. Good luck, and thank you.
You said how far away was it?
It is now unseeable. It has run into the blackness of the forest.
Okay.
You know who that was, Everann and Toddle.
Was that Calamity?
think it may have been?
Now, amongst the red lit ground, you see broken butterflies, bits of butterfly wing, here and there. Still, they were not here the last time you were present. But yet this creature of black has seemed to have left this in their wake. You hear a scream in the far distance, just like last time. And the scream rises into your ears, ringing, and suddenly stops. And then you hear and you all see this amalgamous black creature arise from the darkness. Avran, it is twice the size it was before. This, as Avran said before, this almost demonic-like wolf entity, yet its body moves amoebously, its claws raking the ground, yet almost not connected to its body, as if it's its own entity entirely. You see in its huge muscular darkness of its fur these tendrils, endless from its back. These tendrils now have red runes on them. All of a sudden, its body, these red eyes line its exterior. Its gaping maw breaks to be even bigger than you last known. And it's almost like this thing ate before it came here. You hear multiple screams of unknown entities come out of its howl. Roll initiative.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
And
Okay.
do we get it? Is this we still get a plus D4 on the initiative roll or no?
You do.
Okay.
We are going to start with. Oh, I should write this down. Hold on. Let me. Because I always forget. Initiative. So, starting with Toddle, what did you get for initiative?
15. Oh, wait, plus 4. 19.
Plus 4?
A D4.
Right?
It's a
D4.
D4. It's a
Oh,
D4.
rolling the D4. That's
Mhm.
right. I already forgot. I got 2. Where's my
Okay.
log?
Okay, so 2
it
plus
was
what?
15.
It's 17. 17.
Okay.
17. I'm sorry.
It's all
17.
good. Let me write that down. All right, 17 for Toddle. We come to Avran. What'd you get?
18.
Oh, okay. We come to Cal. What'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
We come to Alex. What'd you get?
15.
15. Oh, everyone's rolling high. Let me see what I got.
I was rolling trash at the beginning of this game.
All right, let's see. I got a total of this. Let me write that down.
No one knows. No one.
All right, Avran, its gaze is stuck on you. Looks like it has a grudge, and it looks like it wants you to die and be its next meal. First up in initiative, Kalzarath. What you got?
Well, don't know too much about this thing, so I'm gonna play it safe for a bit. So I'm taking 2 shots with my longbow, and I want to. Well, let me just go ahead and do those.
2 shots with your longbow. All right.
Mm-hmm. Uh, and then the D4 with it. Does a 14 hit? I doubt it.
Does a 14 hit this creature? No. As you shoot this arrow at it, its form all of a sudden like blinks out of existence in the shadows and like kind of reforms itself as it is you miss. It like changed its body in a blink of a second within the darkness, and you miss.
Okay. And the next roll's a 15, so I don't know if that'll hit.
As you shoot your bow, it catches it in its mouth and it cracks it in its teeth and it falls in splinters. What else you got?
I'm going to. How close is it to me at the moment?
How close do you want it to be to you?
Oh, I'm about to move away from it, so
I'll say right now, currently, it's about 30 feet away from you.
30 feet. Then I'm gonna move my full 40 away from it, but circling around.
Okay. All right, you do so. And just to remind you, there are different trees and foliage and, rocks and things if you wish to be behind something, if you want to climb something. This scenery is what you wish this dark forest to be.
Then I would like to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. You step into a unlit part of the darkness and you roll stealth. Let's see how well you do.
I got a 16. But let's see, do I have a feat for stealth? I'll just keep it as a 15 for right now, since I can't remember if I have a thing for stealth. So, 16.
16 total. You step into the shadows and you feel like you are unseen. Next up on the list is Avaran. What you got?
Before I answer that, quick question: how
Yes.
far is Kalzarath from me?
He probably, I'm gonna say he went into the closest bit, and you have pretty. I'm gonna say Kalzarath is roughly 20 feet away from you in an unseen area.
Perfect. So I'm gonna thrust my hand into the sky, and there's a white flash kind of cascading down in like a dome. Everything within 30 feet of me has bless, meaning that on attack rolls and saving throws, you get a D4.
Question:
Nice.
do you have to be able to see who you're blessing with this?
It just says I bless up to 3 creatures of my choice within range.
Okay.
Oh, your call, I guess, on that.
I'm gonna take a little gander. Is this a spell?
It is a spell, yep.
Tell me what's it called?
Bless.
Bless. It's bless. Okay. You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. You don't have to see them. Yeah. You can bless who you wish, even if you don't see them. Yes.
I bless the rest of my party members.
Yay!
Yeah.
And not you.
Not me, because I
Okay.
can only do 3.
Very well. So that gives a D4 to, I believe, saving throws and what else?
So within the next minute,
Mhm.
whenever they make I think it was, hold on, I had it and then I closed it. It was whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw. So I mean that's like whenever they do it within the next minute.
Gotcha. Understood. Nice. What else you got, buddy?
Let's see. So that was my action. Trying to think of what I want to do with my bonus action.
Stony baloney.
I am going to use my channel divinity to cast Vow of Enmity, and I choose this demon creature. So I gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute, or until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious.
Okay, I don't have to make a save against that.
No, it's just I get advantage on. Oh wait, hold on. Do you make a save against it? No, no save.
Sounds good. You are currently 30 feet away from this beast, and last time it was large. This time it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So excuse me then. I'm going to run up to it
Mhm.
and be within 10 feet of it, and then cast Vow of Enmity on it.
Gotcha. Is that it for
Yeah.
you?
So you said it's 30 feet away from me. I used 20 to get there. I'm going to use the remaining 10 to get 20 feet away from it. So it's like I rush in, cast it, and backpedal.
Understood. Perfect.
Surprise!
You have its attention. Next up, we have Toddle. What do you do?
Hi. Okay. Nice. I am gonna throw out. Oh, I'm caught between two things. Okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna do. We know this creature has a weakness to fire. Question mark.
It certainly worked for me.
I'm gonna cast while I can. I'm gonna
Mhm.
cast flaming sphere.
Where do you
Which-
cast it? Where do you want it to appear?
I want it like it. Let's see. It's a huge creature. Let's go. Let's try to knock out a limb.
Okay.
Or actually, no. Nah. Let's go for the head. Let's go for the head of the creature, since you said it was an amalgamation.
All right. As you create this spinning orb of flaming doom, it appears in this kind of like swirling hex of fire, and you hit it like right in the jaw of this creature. Let's see. You have to make a dex save against your power. So I got a total of. Where's my saving throws? Okay, total of 14. Does that save?
What is it up against? My save DC?
Yeah.
It fails.
All right. So it will take full damage from you.
Hey, I'm helping.
So go ahead and roll that damage. So you all see Tuttle create this orb. It like gets sledged into the side, and you hear like a crack and.
I'm all doing this on D&D Beyond. Don't mind me taking my sweet time.
I might have to make you switch to physical dice because this is.
How many
taking a
times have
minute.
you won critical dice?
I got an 11.
11 damage total.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see.
Oh, but that's with no extra modifiers.
Okay. All right.
So that's not with Miss Muffin's extra plus, which was.
Oh yeah, you don't add that to your spell damage. So you got 11. So let me mark that down. As you all see this thing get hit with this power, it seems to not have a hard enough. It seems to not do as much damage as you had initially hoped. It does do damage, but it does seem that this bloodthirsty creature is resistant. What else you got, Tuttle?
After throwing that out, I wanted to take one bonus action.
To do what? Tuttle?
Sanctuary.
All right.
I'm warding myself.
You cast Sanctuary to ward yourself. There's this kind of beacon of light as the god that blessed you back when you were in hell seems to reach out to try to give you some extra protection. Next up is Alex. What you do?
Well, Alex is going to run the opposite direction Avran went and kind of circle around, and so I'm like 20 feet or so in front of it if I can. And she's gonna kind of adjust her posture and like pull her hands together kind of quickly, but then it feels like there's a resistance right at the center. And that area of resistance is gonna start to curl and burn. She's gonna cast Agonizar Scorcher straight at it.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Agonizer Scorcher.
Hopefully it rolls and lands. Yeah, 21 to hit. All right, and there's also a saving throw for you, actually.
So, quick question. Is Agonizing Scorcher 3 rays, or is it just 1?
One big laser.
All right, sounds good.
But no one can walk through it. It's like literally like a laser.
All right, so what am I rolling?
A wisdom. Dexterity. I've never done. I haven't done this spell in forever.
Let's see what we got here. Dex save.
Bombastic side-eye.
So, 16 dexterity.
It does succeed, so it only takes half damage.
Okay.
All fire damage.
Okay.
So it takes 16 points of fire damage.
16 halved to, what was that, 8?
That was
8.
half of 32.
Oh, okay. Woo, yeah, okay. So, 18 total, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
16.
So, 16.
Wait, math. Yeah, 16.
How math do?
You're right.
All right, so you make
Maybe,
this beam of fiery energy, and it just like kind of rams into its underside. You see some of it burns away as more blood begins to kind of like drop out of it. Also, some of its shadowy amoebus body as you do your damage. What else you got?
I am also gonna back up and use a bonus action to kind of unclip the clasp of my cloak so it falls to the ground. And my wings are gonna stretch out a little bit. My wings are just really pretty, like red feathers. And pretty lean build she has, and she is clad in kind of light armor with a bunch of different bones dangling from her waist belt from different various creatures, a couple of spinal bones, and they seem to be covered in like silver.
Beautiful. At the end of your turn, it's my turn. So, we're going to do... This creature is going to run to you, Avaran. And it is going to do a draining maw on you. So, let's see if we can get you. You remember this, it drains your strength. So that's going to be a total of... What am I adding? 27 to hit you.
Ooh, that hits.
I need you to make a saving throw against me. What's the saving throw? What's the save? Go ahead and roll the die as I put my eye on it. Otherwise...
Can you see that?
Oh, a natural 20! All right, you do not fall prone. It's probably a strength or dex, but you made it. But it will sap from you. Well, actually, before I do that, let me roll damage. So that's going to be these bad boys. You take 27 points of necrotic damage. And on top of that, you take 2 acid damage from its acid bile in its mouth. And then on top of that, your strength gets reduced by 4. If anyone's strength gets reverted to 0, you die. No saving throws, no potions, you die.
Good thing that's my good stat.
And remember, that affects all of your strength scores. So your bonus to hit, your saving throws, your everything. When your score gets dropped, it affects all of that stat. Now it's going to do a regular bite on you. Let's see if it can hit. Oh, that's not great. 16 to hit.
Nope.
All right. As it comes down, you get caught in it. You bring your shield off and it kind of bounces off there and it kind of goes under and chomps your midsection as you feel your strength being drained from you and your blood kind of collecting on this floor. Next up, do I have any cool bonus? Nope, I can't do that yet. All right, we're back up to the top. Next up is going to be Cal. What do? You see this savage giant beast going in on Avaran like it has a grudge. What do?
From stealth, I'm gonna cast Hex on it.
Okay. Is that a saving throw for me or no?
No.
Okay.
It's just applied. And I'm going to focus. Sure. Because a curse.
And by the way, before you roll, you do not get advantage because it can see you. So you still get sneak attack because you have a friend within 5 feet of it, but it knew you were there. Your stealth wasn't high enough.
Okay. And I'm gonna give it disadvantage on Constitution.
Disadvantage on Constitution. Okay.
Yeah. Also, choose one ability you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with this chosen ability.
Done.
So since I have regular attacks, I'm still going to take 2 shots with the longbow.
Go for it.
Hopefully one of these hits. I'm pretty sure that one hits, but that's 23 before the D4s.
Yep, it hits.
Okay. That is 10 points of damage.
Oh
wait, sorry. This is with sneak attack, so that's 10 points plus.
Is this a magical bow, by the way?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Wait, I did the wrong thing. It's this one. So that's 10 points plus 16 for sneak attack, and
I'm gonna ask you to do the math. Give me the solid ending number because I'm gonna get confused with different numbers at different times.
All right. 27 points of damage and
on the first hit. Okay.
Yeah, and just so we're 100% clear, 1 point of that is necrotic.
1 point of that is necrotic damage?
Yeah. Let me make sure.
Okay. Okay. Understood. What else you got? You have one more attack.
Yep.
Roll it. Let's go.
And the next one is a 20.
It hits.
Yeah. It'll be a 23 to hit.
Yep. Give me that sweet, sweet damage.
And
you only get sneak attack on the first one, not the second.
I know, but I get hex on each one.
That's correct.
11 damage.
How much of that is necrotic?
1.
Okay. And what you have a bonus action if you wish to use it?
No, the casting hex is a bonus.
Oh, right. Good stuff. All right. Next up, right after your turn, actually, it is going to. It's gonna make another bite attack on Avaran. Let's see if we can get you. Ooh, that looks good. 27 to hit you?
Yeah, that hits.
Why don't you go ahead and make me a strength saving throw, friend?
Strength saving throw minus the 4.
So that's gonna be
Yeah, 12 plus, I guess that'd be 5, so it'd be 17. Wait,
Oh!
nope, there you're at. Hold on. Got my D4. Make that 19.
Ah, I should have been quiet. I should have said nothing. All right, you make the save. You do not fall prone with this chomp. It's gonna, and you take 24 points of piercing damage, and on top of that, from its bile, you take another 2 points of acid damage. Oh, by the way, Chris, you are remembering your resistances, right? This time around?
You know what? Good.
I am so
reminder.
nice. I am too nice. I won't remind you that anymore.
You are, yeah. So I am resistant to piercing, just to piercing, yeah. And slashing, fire, bludgeoning, but piercing is the one that's relevant.
All right, so you take that damage, and you are not knocked prone. Next up is going to be Avaran. It's your turn.
Get him.
I kind of wipe the blood from my mouth and I say, "My turn, beastie." And so, because of my vow of enmity on it, I have advantage on my attack rolls.
Go for it.
Also, I am a champion fighter, and so I get crits on 19s and 20s.
Well, damn. Okay.
Which that is not a 19, but let me roll again. Oh, but the second one's a 20.
Okay. All right. Someone came to play.
Which I will then pump with a smite.
You would. Damn it. Okay. I mean, awesome.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna let you do your math.
I'm gonna do second level slot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna make it 3d8 radiant damage. Which let me roll that right now.
And please give me the different damage types separately, please.
Yes, I'm gonna roll radiant right now. So radiant damage is 10 doubled for a crit, 20.
20 radiant damage.
20 radiant damage.
Okay. And you did and you did already double that, yeah, with the crit.
That was with a double because it was 10 double.
Perfect.
Then my snake sword does 3d6 of regular.
That crazy sword that Anne gave you.
Yeah, I love this sword.
Did you see that eyebrow?
All right. So 3d6, so it's 11 plus 7 is 18. So 36 slashing damage.
And this is yes, a magical weapon. 36 slashing. Okay.
Yep. And then that also gives me 1d8 fire damage because it's a flaming sword.
Okay.
Oh, max damage. So that's 16 fire damage.
Woo, okay.
On my first attack.
Of course. All right. As you all see, what does it look like when you do this like massive hit? What do your teammates see?
So, as I ready my sword, it ignites in flame.
Mm-hmm.
I also hit a button on the sword to segment it, so because it has sections to it. So it starts in a solid form, Darian, but when I hit this button, it turns into almost like a chain whip type sword.
Nice.
Think Poison. What's her name?
Ivy.
Ivy. Yeah, I was gonna say Poison Ivy from Soul Calibur. So it ignites in flame, and then I concentrate on my deity Tiago, the god of the earth, and all of a sudden the flaming blade, whip sword, grows in brightness with radiant energy, and I just right across the face whip this thing. And so now I'll roll for my second attack.
Go for it.
All right, the first roll was better. It's a 24.
Hits.
Hits. All right. I will pump that with a smite.
Well, shit. Go for it.
All right, I'll roll the radiant first.
You guys have to teach me how to play this game.
Well, that's what paladins do. Paladins just be smiting.
Paladins are
they just
paladins
smite.
are great.
11 radiant.
11 radiant damage. Okay.
Oh, that was a terrible slashing roll. Hold on. Where'd it go? 3, 6 plus 7. So that's 13 slashing damage.
13 slashing. Okay.
And then my D8 fire damage. 7 damage.
7 damage, half to 3. Okay.
It's fire resistant?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's no fun. All right.
The creature is?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
I know. I said, like, right after Tuttle did the flaming sphere, I was just like, it didn't hit as hard as you wanted to, but it did damage. And then you did the scorching. I was like, oh, okay.
Fuck.
Well, shit. But that ends. Yeah, that ends my turn.
All right. After your turn, let's see. How much juice do I have to do this? Another legendary action. It is going to. Yes. What's the range on this bad boy? Predator swirling 10 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna say both Avaran and Toddle is gonna get this. It's gonna do a slaughterhouse. You see its body kind of like disperse and swirl into kind of like this black tornado of teeth, fangs, and just red eyes looking in every direction as it will do a slaughterhouse on you. And I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw against this attack.
Before that, Sanctuary.
It is an area effect. It is not focusing on you, so it gets through that.
Oh, okay.
So dex save, please.
22.
22, Avaran, Toddle.
Oh, I got a dirty 20. Nice. The first
Well-
good rule of the game.
Okay, you both succeed the slaughterhouse. However, you will still take half damage. That's going to be as this like mad howl of its own voice mixed with the other voices of the damned swirls around you all and tries to rip you to shreds.
No way.
So that's going to be. You both take half of 29 points of slashing damage.
Was that 14 or 15?
I think 14.
Okay.
I'll say 14.
Yay.
And that it is going to oh no, it's not his turn. That was a legendary action. All right, so after that, we come to Toddle. What do you do?
Okay. The first thing I wanted to see is I'm close to Aberran, right?
Yeah, that's why you got hit with the slaughterhouse. Yes, you are.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Toddle's gonna look over to him after taking all those hits and say, how are you doing?
Not good.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast
Oh, you know what? As Avaran spits up a little bit of blood, Avaran, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right. Ooh, all right. 15 plus 9 is 24.
You succeed. Make a second one.
Okay. 4 plus 9 is 13.
You fail.
Wait.
Did you add the +4?
I have a previous 1d4. So, wait, what did I say I rolled?
13.
13, 17 now.
You succeed. You keep the concentration on bliss. Continue, Toddle.
Cool. I'm gonna Can I walk over to or I guess dash or whatever over to Avaran? Use my walking speed to dash over to Avaran. I'm gonna hand him something.
Yeah, you can. He's within 30 feet of you. It's easy for you to get to him without dashing. But you ran to him, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give him 2 potions. I have one. I have one last greater.
You can only give one, unless you have a special ability that's written on the thing, so I can look at it. That says you can give someone 2 items in one turn. It's only one.
All right, I'm gonna hold 2 bottles in my hand, Avaran. You want You want to be healed, or do you want bless and to be healed?
Whichever will heal me more.
Shit. Give me a minute. Let me see.
Sounds like he wants the double heals.
I'm thinking the great. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the greater healing, greater potion of healing.
I will to feed it to him. If he allows, if you want to bottle feed it, it's going to be an action. To give it to him, I'll allow it to be a bonus action. You choose.
Oh, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him myself. As
all right.
action.
Do you want to roll the health, or do you want to roll the health, Avaran? Who wants to roll it?
I'll let Toddle roll it.
Okay.
All right, Toddle, you are baby bottling this potion to Avaran. You have to like climb up to him. He's like really focused on this thing. Like he's like doing like battle stances or whatever. And you like climb up here. You're like here. And you just like feed it to him. And he's just like.
We gotta give it to him. All right. 2, 3, 4 plus 4. Okay. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got 10, and then do I apply any outer, like, does bless or anything else affect this stuff?
No.
I don't think there's any other stuff.
Did you already add, because you as a alchemist artificer, whenever you do acid damage or heal someone, you get a bonus to that.
I do?
I think it's a bonus of 4. I'm not sure. To keep it nice and quick.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Yes. That auto added. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So what's the total? What does he get?
6. 6.
From a greater potion?
Wow.
4d4.
4d4 plus 4.
4d4.
Like at the very least, I should get 8.
Hang on. Wait a minute. I'm redoing this because I'm not smart.
It is
44.
It is quite all right.
Oh, 11, and then plus 4 to that.
So 15? All right.
Okay.
That sounds about
better.
right. That sounds right. You have a bonus if you wish to use it.
Oh, I still have Sanctuary up, so I don't want to attack.
It sounds like that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got.
Sounds good. Excellent turn. It is out of legendary actions. Lucky you, Avaran. Next up after Toddle is Alex. What you got?
Well, once her cloak drops to the ground, she's gonna, almost like a javelin, rear back one of her right arm, and she's gonna launch something that no one really sees. It's dark out, right? So I do have advantage on a roll.
You are in like a black landscape with like black trees, but there is an ambient red light, so everything is like what you see right here behind me. That's what you see.
Okay, then I don't think people can still see it. I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade.
Ooh.
Hopefully it hits. Oh, a 3. Does it hit? With advantage. Hold on. Oh, please be better than a 3. 18?
Much better.
18 hits. 18
oh, thank
hits.
God. Okay. I'm about to be embarrassed.
Tell us what it looks like as you conjure this darkness into this blade.
it looks like I'm just throwing air, but in midair it starts to form from the center into like this sharp bone-like blade, and it looks like it has like a spinal. It's made out of a spinal column, and it's like sharp at the center.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna aim for the creature's neck.
Go for it.
It is psychic damage.
All right.
And
I love
once
psychic
it-
shit. I love
once it-
psychic shit.
once it sinks into the creature's hide, it's gonna disappear.
Okay.
And that is 24 points of psychic damage.
As you see this blade hit like the center of this creature's head, and it's just numerous screams, a cacophony of yells from different voices. It did not like that, and it's like, you see it like try to like shake out the blade, but the blade then just kind of like dissipates within it, and it makes direct eye contact with you, Alex.
I kind of like flap my wings as to kind of exhaust some stress on my shoulders and look at the rest of the team. If anyone has psychic powers, now's the time. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Excellent. No bonus actions or anything for you? Or movement?
No, I don't really have anything. Nope, I got nothing.
Okay. How far away do you want to be from the creature on the ground?
You know what? Yeah, I'll use my full movement to kind of use my wings to back up a full 30 feet.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. After Alex, it's the creature's turn. So I'm gonna say 30 feet. I'm gonna say you were like 20. So you're 40 to 50 feet away from the creature right now, Alex. As it looks at you, it is going to. Let's see. Where's the thing I want to do? Nope. Nope. Dreadful presence. I need absolutely everyone as it howls out into the blood red sky. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Remember, you have +3 if you're within 30 feet of me.
Alex is not within 30 feet of you. I think everyone else is within 30 feet of you.
I got a 21.
I got a nat 20, but if calculated, 32.
God damn. Tuttle, what'd you get?
Got a 4, and then you said +3. Yeah.
On a wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you fail. You are frightened by this creature. Avaran, what'd you get?
14.
14. Avaran, you are frightened by this creature as well. Disadvantage on everything you attempt. Same with you, Tuttle.
Does that offset my advantage from Vow of Enmity?
Yep, sure does. As it reveals its dreadful presence. And then, it will... Oh, there it is! That's what I wanted. Shadow Step. How far can I get? Yeah, baby. All right, so, as it looks at Alex, Avaran, you see its body, like, dissipate and, like, get and sink into the ground right before you just... The tendrils, everything. And right beside you, Alex... Out of the darkness comes this giant creature right in front of you with this bonus action. And it is going to unleash a maw attack on you. Let's see if we can get you.
Good thing I'm wearing my brown pants.
Oh, shit. That was really low.
I'm going to cast shield.
Well, wait. Let me tell you what
As a reaction.
Well, wait. Hold on.
Whatever happens.
13. Does 13 hit you?
Yes.
Oh, but you cast shield, so it doesn't.
Oh.
Is that correct? Okay.
That's correct.
All right, it's gonna go in for another bite. It's trying to get you, and this time, no, it's gonna be just a regular maw. Ooh, 26.
Oh.
All right, I know what that sound means. So you are going to take. You all see this thing miss with its first bite, with this arcane magic from Alex, and then connect with a second. And you're going to take right here. This. Why don't you go ahead and make a strength save for me, Alex?
Okay. Where's my strength? Where are you at? There. Nope. Eat. There it is. I'm not very strong. That's an 8.
You fail. As it bites into you, you take 21 points of piercing damage. On top of that, you will also take 3 points of acid damage from the bile in its mouth, and it slings you to the ground, and you fall prone right before it. That is its turn. Next up, Cal, what you got?
Okay. So who all is around it?
It's right in front. It's right in front of Alex, and it's roughly 20 to 25 feet away from both Avaran and Toddle. And you are in the darkness of the forest and behind the thing. I'm gonna say for you, it's probably about 20 feet away.
Okay. So I'm gonna run up to it, switch out of my bow, and bring out my +1 rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go for the first attack on it.
Go for it.
That is 24 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. So that's gonna be with sneak attack damage. Well, first let me do the regular damage. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
15. That's 15 piercing and 4 necrotic, and I need it to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Con save, and it has disadvantage on.
Disadvantage.
I think Hex does Constitution abilities.
It's abilities, and if it
All right, so my Constitution save came to a total of 15.
it's stunned until the end of my next turn.
It would be if it was not immune to being stunned. What else you got?
Then I'm gonna attack it again.
Go for it.
That one isn't that one, so that one misses.
Okay.
Then you said it was originally 20 feet away from me?
Correct.
So I'm gonna use my my bonus action to disengage and move 20 feet away. Since my overall speed is 40.
Perfect. Well, disengage. You're not close to it.
No, I ran in with my rapier.
Oh, that was a rapier attack.
Really?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, smart. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Next up. Anne, was it you who took that boon that Existential Nerd gave?
Was it me? No, I just said thanks for.
All right. So, you all have 1 inspiration and 1 luck to use amongst the team as you wish. Thank you, Existential Nerd.
Wow.
Right after
So generous.
right after Cal's turn, it's going to take a legendary action, and it's going to go for Alex on the ground. It is going to do a.
Do your worst.
It's going to do a draining maw on you, Alex. Let's see if it can hit you. It has advantage because you are prone. I wanted a natty. All right. 27 to hit you on the ground. And let's. And it's going to do this to you. This is a draining maw. Ooh, that was a good roll. Math. You take 38 points of necrotic damage. 38 points of necrotic damage. And on top of that, you take an additional 3 points of acid damage.
Fuck.
And lastly, your strength gets reduced by 1. If you reach 0, you die.
Okay.
All right, that was its legendary. Next up, we have Avaran.
So I am going to charge the beast using my Shield Master Shove to try and knock it prone. You can roll either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
All right, let me look at its...
Against my athletics.
Let me look at its things. Okay. It will do athletics.
Okay.
14 athletics.
18. So it is now knocked prone.
It is immune to being prone, as it is amoebus.
Really? That's
And
unfortunate.
you do see like the fall of black mist and black shadow from your attack, but it stands before you. Again, it is using its legs. However, it's almost like the legs do not connect to the actual form.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I will attack.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. And disadvantage canceled out my advantage, so straight rolls. Miss with that one. Go with the next one. 23 hits, right?
Yep.
Okay. So 3d6.
I really wanted to roll a 4 on your strength sap, Alex. Ah.
Not strong anyways, thankfully.
Yeah.
All right, so this takes 18 slashing damage
18 slashing, okay.
and 2 fire.
So 1 fire.
1 fire exists.
Okay. And that was
that
your
is
last
my-
attack?
It is, yeah, because I missed the first one.
All
Plus
right.
the 3 hits.
No. So at the end of your turn, Avaran, it is since you, Alex, and Kalzarath are all in proximity to it, it is going to do a slaughterhouse. I need all 3 of you to roll a dexterity saving throw. As its body swirls
I
again
remember something
in a
from
swirling mist of teeth, claw, fang, eyes, and death.
What, 3? Who?
Oh no, it was
Alex,
that was
Alex, Avaran, Kalzarath. I need
Okay.
dex saving throws from you. And with Alex, since you're on the ground, you have disadvantage.
my total after the D4s is 23.
You succeed. Avaran, what'd you get?
I'm still reading an effect here.
Okay. Alex, what'd you
It
get?
doesn't target only me. Okay.
A
never mind.
14.
14 fails. Avaran, back to you.
All right, you said dex save?
That's right.
I got 24.
Roll again with disadvantage. Because
Fine.
you're frightened.
That's true, I am.
Can I use a reaction whenever he's finished?
Maybe, yeah. Hold that thought. Avaran?
Okay.
Is this second roll the disadvantage, or do I have to roll 2 more times to see if I have disadvantage?
The second roll is a disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, well, the second roll was an 18 total.
18 still succeeds. What was the reaction you wanted to do, Alex?
Never mind.
Okay.
I can't use it.
So, Avaran, Kalzarath, you will take half of this damage. Alex, you will take the full
0.
brunt.
I'm a goner.
0? Oh, fuck. Okay. I forgot.
Evasion.
Yeah, that's right. Goddamn. Well, all
I
right.
love rogues.
So
Damn.
slaughterhouse is going to be right. So this. Here we go. So that's going to be... Oh, wow. That's a lot of that going on. 29 points of slashing damage, Alex.
I'm dead.
You're unconscious.
Is that the half amount?
That is not the half amount, no.
Okay.
So you take half.
It's a 14.
Yes. And of course, Cal, you take nothing because of your thing. Right. So after the slaughterhouse, Toddle, because Avaran just ended. So Toddle, what you got?
Okay. Is that Everett? Are you still by me?
Avaran is about 30 feet away from you.
Fuck. Okay. Damn it. I was gonna give you that fucking potion. No, you're good. I'm gonna make my way over to Alex, as quickly as possible.
Okay, your movement speed is 25, so you cannot get to her unless you dash with your action.
And I am right underneath the creature.
Yeah. What do you choose to do?
I'm gonna dash with my action.
All right, you have a bonus action. What do you wish to do? Whoa.
As my bonus action, I'm gonna cast. It just says, within. So, I was thinking of casting Healing Word. Are people within 60 feet of me? Who's all within 60 feet of me?
Yeah,
Everyone.
Everyone.
Okay. I'm gonna do Mass Healing Word.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that sweet healing.
Yes.
How many creatures can you hit with that?
Up to 6.
All right. Yeah, you could do it. Do it to it.
Please.
Yes.
How many D4 is that? Toddle?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if that's right. 5.
5. Did you roll? What did you roll on the
1d4 plus 4?
All right. You also when you do healing, you do extra healing. Remember, as an artificer. So that's 8, right? Everyone gets 8 points of HP from healing from mass
I was
healing.
like, I feel because I'm doing it on D&D Beyond, so it's adding all my artificer stuff. So
sometimes it doesn't. Like sometimes you have to actually physically add it. So if you rolled a 1 on the D4, and then you have a +4 to it, that's 5. But as a alchemist artificer, anytime you heal someone, you get additional healing. I think that's
That's
so
not
8.
what's getting added. Okay.
Yeah. So everyone gets 8 HP from Toddle.
Yay. And that's it.
Alex, you wake up and you are right under this thing. Next, after Toddle's turn, do I have any more juice? Let me see. I did that. No, I don't. After Toddle's turn, it comes to Alex. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna cast False Life on myself. I'm gonna kind of grip the center of my chest and there's gonna be just like dark tendrils that almost bear themselves in through my armor and into my skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I get 7 points of additional healing.
Nice. You have movement if you wish to use it.
I have to, I'm gonna stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I can do.
I think your movement is like what, 30 feet or what? What is it?
Yeah, but it's like a bonus action or an action to get up, isn't it? Or
No,
it's half my movement.
it's half your movement to stand up.
I know how to play D&D.
Okay.
But then I'd get opportunity of attack, so I am going to stay there.
All right, so you are standing up. Perfect. After your turn, my turn. After it gets hit with Avaran, it still has that grudge. And in Cal's Wrath, you kind of like duck. You kind of got out of dodge before it could snap at you. Avaran, it is going to come at you with a Shadow Maw attack. Let's see if it can connect. You do see like shadow start to like slop off of it after all these attacks, after the psychic, after the radiant, after like magical weapon damage. You start to see like some of its shadow body is like slopping off of it, and as it hits the ground below, it turns to just this black mist that evaporates.
Can I take opportunity of attack when you're done?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Hold that thought. So, okay. That's a really bad roll.
Good.
Does 13 hit you, Everin?
It doesn't even come close.
No! I rolled a nat one! Damn your middle dice, Anne. Damn your middle dice. Dice down.
Yay!
Dice down!
Middle dice.
Yay!
They're mad at zeroing me out.
Whatever. I still have legendary actions. I'll kill all of you. All right. After its turn, it shoots back up to Kalzarath. What you got?
Okay. So how close is it to me now? Since it just moved.
15. But you ran in and ran out 15 feet away from you. 15, 20 feet away from you.
All right. And so like, I'll yell out to Toddle. Do you have any poisons in that case of yours?
Yes, I do.
Is Toddle within attack range of it?
Of the beast? Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna strafe around so I'm like, it's the beast, Toddle, then me.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm gonna take 2 shots.
Go for it.
Does 25 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Well, 1 second while I calculate all this damage.
Oh boy. Oh.
That's 10.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh golly whiz.
Come on, Hex. Do something more than 1 damage. 20 points of piercing and 3 necrotic.
20 points piercing, 3 necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my.
After that stab, it's like. It's actually you like it kind of pierced it close to its core, and there is just like you are sprayed with this blood. Just blood is sprayed onto you, and it's like a puddle of gore on the ground. You see kind of a half-eaten or half-digested body start to slop out of it, these different creatures. And it is... and it looks at you. Last time you saw this, Avaran, it wasn't this gory, but this was the point in time where it decided to leave. This time it seems like it's staying until everyone is dead. Cal, back to you.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
actually, 1 second. Alex, you wanted to do a reaction attack?
Yeah.
Opportunity, yeah.
How does that work with what? Because it. How does that work with whatever you're doing?
I haven't. Let me look. Hold on.
I thought you were ready to do it.
I thought so too. I'm not.
I thought it just moved out of your attack range.
That's what I thought too. But if she has like a special thing that allows it.
I can.
Is this
yes.
is this a hellish event?
It's just it's just a melee attack.
Okay. What are the parameters like? Because usually to get an opportunity to attack, it has to move away from you, and you're like right next to it. So is there like a special thing you have?
Yeah, I have a feat, which is Warcaster. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can use a reaction and make no, not that one. The regular. No, it just says I have it. Make an opportunity attack when a hostile creature moves out of your reach.
Oh, it didn't move out of your reach.
I thought it wasn't.
No, it's still beside you.
Oh, never mind that.
It literally just.
So it just turned.
It literally just like turned and like went to like, okay, I'm gonna.
It is a large creature, yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
Much large, many larges.
Kalzarath, go for it.
Many large.
Oh, I still have one more shot.
Go for it.
Damn.
22 should hit.
22 hits.
Oh, sorry, 21. Sorry, 21 hit.
21 hits.
And that is a 13 piercing.
Magical piercing.
Get out the way. And 5 necrotic.
Where do you pierce it?
I'm strafing it, so it's probably going to be in like the equivalent of its hind leg.
What I'm saying is, Kalzarath, kill the nightmare.
Oh, well, in that case.
Yay!
Well, in that case, it's still going to go through the hind leg, but it's going to end up like hitting the femur, which is just going to like enter into wherever its stomach really is.
You're gonna slice it up the middle. You're gonna start from the leg and.
Well, it's just a bolt, so it's just, and all that gore that came out the first time just douses me even more, and I'm just like, was that supposed to happen?
With that last blow, it roars out. And its body explodes. First, there's this explosion of black, and then there's an explosion of red as this bomb of blood is released from it. It's blood, it's bone, it's pieces of matter. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh gosh.
I still have sanctuary up.
Doesn't matter.
No.
We're gonna start with Toddle. What'd you get?
I got a 4.
Fail. Avaran, what'd you get?
16.
Fail. Kalzarath, what'd you get?
22.
Succeed. Alex, what'd you get?
10.
Fail. So.
If this kills me, I swear to God.
So
I got you, fam.
on explosion.
God, if I'm the only person up walking back.
All of you who failed.
Just leave.
Oh, that was kind of a shitty roll. Everyone takes 31 points of I'm gonna call it bludgeoning damage from all the blood and gore. Just
I'm knocked out again.
Okay.
Ditto.
No.
You just see like Kalzarath do like a little spin and avoid all of it, getting no damage.
Toddle got hit, but he's still in it. He's not down for the count. He's just like, okay.
So as this thing explodes in a bloody display of death, you all have defeated the Predator. Congratulations. And it looks like the fur, the ever falling white snow-like fur, pauses. It pauses mid-space. The first ever change you've seen it do. And then it's almost like the paused fur kind of glitches in and out of this reality until it fades away. The clumps on the ground are gone. And you see walk out from behind a dark tree as the red light fades from the sky. This spiritual Herringon woman, beautiful, white fur with speckles of brown and tan, a bow on one ear, butterflies around her crown, flittering. This simple gown. And she walks out and she looks at you and she smiles. Thank you. As she fades away. That's where we end tonight's game.
Oh.
Congratulations, everyone!
Yay!
You lived!
Yay!
I was so close to probably making the party hate me. I was like, oh, it died. I'm gonna bring out a locket and see if I can capture its soul.
All right, fam, it's time to call the winners of the giveaway. I have my list. Looks like we have about 6 people in there. So, first roll.
I heal all of y'all.
Good luck to you all. 1. Okay, who was the very first person to put it in the chat? One. Who was it? The first one? No, wait, no. Agent Fox, you win the first you win the first dice giveaway, and for the second, who was the 4th person? 1, 2, 3, 3. Who was 4? Oh, here we go. Existential Nerd, congratulations! You have won a pair of critical dice.
That's what you get for saying it's rigged.
Wait, you said it was rigged? Dang. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Moon. Maybe next time. Come back next time for your chance to possibly win some critical dice. Thank you all for hanging out with us. I'm gonna find someone to raid. We went over tonight. People have work in the morning, and people have animals. I'm gonna quickly find someone to raid. I'll leave my amazing players along with my guest to speak to chat as I look for the next person. Go on.
Thank you, team.
We survived!
Yeah, definitely happy to have you all with us on an awesome episode like that. I don't know about you guys. I thought it was really cool seeing our guest star, Darian, take down the monster.
Yes.
I was
Well
more like,
deserved.
oh,
Absolutely.
why I love monks and rogues, because I got through that without getting hit.
Yeah.
At all, I know,
That's the
right?
thing. That's the thing.
Like, bye.
And that's why I like Sanctuary as like a healer, whether I'm doing
yeah.
Cleric or like anything that allows it, because I'm just like, that's how I feel. I'm usually dodging and weaving in between stuff. But the minus of that is I can't attack, so I just have to run around like basically being the support.
Well,
I have heavy hitters and no HP.
That's okay, you got me.
I was a little scared because it was like my actual strength score is 7. So it was like a -2, so I'm like, ooh,
Yep.
if I got hit by that, I could go down quick.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I honestly, because of my how my character's designed, I have like 5 uses of Misty Step.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So I was like, oh.
If it
If I
came
ever-
down to it, Anne, I was gonna Misty Step behind you, like, and lay on hands.
Yeah, I would have been fine.
And I have Revivify now, so
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
my
thank
plan-
God.
Very
Oh my
nice.
God. Save
Yeah.
me.
I'm
Right.
like ultimate support child now.
Like
Support
my
job.
plan was just like steal potions. No,
Yeah.
not steal poisons, because he
I
still
have
had hex
many.
on Constitution. So I'm like, let me try to poison this thing. and then teleport away.
I was thinking about that too. Fuck. I was really thinking. I was thinking hard. I was like, someone else will do the fire attack. I'll do the poison attack, and I didn't.
Yeah, I was like,
Damn
I
it.
was really hoping I did. Immune to stun.
Yeah.
That would have. That
It's
would have.
huge.
It's
It would have.
huge.
It would have still been funny though.
That would have been pretty.
All right, last thing before we send everyone off to the next channel. What is our rating message?
Oh, I didn't make one.
Hashtag blood explosion.
Ooh, I like
Blood
that.
explosion.
Write it in the chat so we can copy and paste it. Make sure you have like a blood drop emoji or something in there.
Let me see. Yeah. There's no blood emoji. What a shame.
What's a shame?
Come on, Twitch.
They're like a syringe.
No, like red.
There is a syringe.
Red blood drop.
Yeah. There's a blood
There's a
drop. What are you
hospital.
talking about? There's a blood drop.
There's a
Blood drop.
hospital.
Hold on.
I don't.
Just
I don't know if
spam
you would do a
hospital
hospital.
emojis.
That might be the wrong message. Blood explosion hospital.
We are blowing up a hospital.
With
Well-
blood. Nothing's more metal.
There you go.
There we go.
Is it in the chat?
Amazing.
Chatted it up.
Alright. Copy and paste. I'm gonna copy that. Ooh. Yeah.
Did you find a red? What?
Sometimes you have to like make messages outside of Twitch with emojis for Twitch to like have them. It's interesting. It's weird.
Yep.
All right.
Gotcha.
So everyone in chat, please copy and paste that blood explosion text that Mackenzie has put in. Excellent, Moon. Excellent. So copy that. When we reach our next streamers, we're gonna just give a wall of blood explosion. Just a wall. Let's cover
They're
everybody.
yeah, I was gonna say they're getting it.
All right.
Yeah.
So start raid. So let's see how much time. All right, it's gathering everybody in here. Get in there so we can say hello. All right, starting raid now. Last words, Darian. It was great having you again. I love you, man. Darian,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know, Darian, along with Butters, taught me how to play this game, and I love it. Y'all will see more of him in the future with other
Please.
things that people have planned. Until then, everybody, we love you, love each other, and always clean up the blood. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.